Say your name.
Oh no, walk up there and say your name. Yeah.
Alberto, Diaz, Alonso.
How you doing today?
Good.
My name's Alberto.
Bryce McDonald.
Mind if we sit down?
Absolutely. Take a seat.
How's your morning been?
Pretty good. Got an early start today, so it's good to be productive first thing in the morning.
I saw that big old Aggie ring on your finger. How's
Absolutely.
that? What class are you?
21. So
Awesome.
Graduated May of 21, so pretty fresh.
Pretty fresh.
Compared to some other people, but been in the workforce for a couple years now.
Yeah, that's awesome. What was your major?
Ag economics.
Oh, okay, nice. Were you finance and real estate, or were you?
I was actually with entrepreneurship, so
Oh,
a little
okay.
bit different, but
I was looking at that track actually.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Really good insight into what I'm doing now with HEB, so it's nice.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, well, I just really wanted to know. So you work with HEB, correct?
Correct.
So when HEB looks for a buyer, or a customer, or a partner to work with, do they look for like an economic approach? Do they look at a business approach? Do they want somebody that will build relationships with them whenever they sell their business to them? What kind of business is HEB looking to partner with?
So when I look at my strategic partners, what I take a look at is really we gotta have a good relationship. I mean, I want to buy from someone I enjoy working with. There's no reason we need to be at work and be miserable in my mind, but it has to pencil out. Relationships go so far, but striking a good middle ground between those, it's important. So really just taking into account the whole picture when I'm working with somebody is important to me. So whether that's gonna be price as well as making sure that I enjoy what I'm working with.
Of course. Yeah. So what would you say that your technological adaptation would be? Scale 1 through 10, like 1, you don't want to change at all, to 10 being, I'm okay with like going through the box,
Absolutely. For me, we have to innovate. HEB is trying to be the #1 provider in the state, as well as some other surrounding states. We're trying to be the #1 grocery provider. We want to be everyone's first stop. So with that, with the competition, we have to innovate. We have to adopt these new technologies, and sometimes it gets a little where I feel like we're the first ones doing it in the area, but it's important. We're trying to be that trendsetter. We're trying to be the market leader, and that's important. And technology plays a pretty integral part in that. So probably a 10. I mean,
Awesome.
we're looking to use new things, but it has to make sense. We're not
that
willing
makes
to
sense.
just technology for the sake of technology is nothing.
Of course. So that being said, how is your current security system working? How is it functioning? How long has it been since you got a replacement? I mean, these things get old. People don't replace them for 10, 20 years. How about your current security system? How is it running right now?
Even though we still have a new building, that HEB and Wellbird's only been there for a couple years, it seemed like the building's 5 years old, but the technology system's 20 years old.
Okay.
We are lacking in certain areas. We're having a lot of shrink from people going in there and just getting a 5-finger discount, and we don't really appreciate that. That shrink gets passed on to our customers, and we're supposed to have low prices every day. And we're not able to do that all the time because of some of the shrinkflation that we're having. I shouldn't say shrinkflation. Some of the shrink that we're having for people that are taking those products.
I understand. What about any problems that you currently have? Is there any current problems like going through a store right now? Anything specific that maybe a new security system could fix?
Yeah, it's on all SKUs. There's not specific SKUs that we are more or less concerned about. It's across the board. Our limiting factor right now is how many eyes we have out there. We look at so many employees and so many partners, like we like to call them. At the end of the day, they can only be so many places at once. Even though it seems like there's a lot of people out there, they're very busy. Everyone has their job to do, and it's getting challenging. It's getting to the point where we're considering beefing up our security.
Well, awesome. Well, I'm here today with Secure Sync, and we are a AI software tech company that invested a lot of money and a lot of time into security systems. So the best thing about our security system is that it is functioning, it is ready, and it is just constantly getting refreshed and updated. So Secure Sync. A little bit about us. I am co-founder and CEO of the company. Me and my buddy, we founded it at A&M in our dorm room. He is a computer science major, and I'm an economics major. I don't know anything about computers or anything, but he is the mind behind the software chip that is Secure Sync. Now, a little bit about us is that we're gonna make your business feel like a home. We want your business to feel amazing, So every single time that people walk in, they feel safe. Now, we chose HEB because of that sense of familiarity with people. People walk in, people walk around the aisles, and people are happy. People walk in and they feel a sense of safety. We want to keep that, and we want to make sure that people realize that they're not only being safe in HEB, but they're being safe all around HEB. We want cameras all over the place. We want to make your HEB feel like another home for somebody. Now, our product includes 3 key systems: security systems, motion detectors, and an innovative security solution. So with the security system, we're gonna put security cameras all over the place, specifically at the self-checkout. Self-checkout right now has no cameras right now. Have you noticed that? Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put security camera at the self-checkouts with motion detectors all over the place. And motion detectors, what they're gonna do is they're gonna track the foot traffic around the store. So if this is a down season for fruit, this is an up season, you know, of course for waters, everything, you know, just the basics that people might go around and buy certain times of the week, certain days of the week, so the HEB, your HEB, can adjust to that and maybe increase their revenue in doing so.
Absolutely.
Now,
Good.
sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
So the security system, the AI security system, is going to be constantly updating while looking for suspicious threats, looking for maybe suspicious activities. But the AI system is going to make constant reports of everything that's going on in the store. Now, do you have any questions out of anything that you see here?
So you mentioned the self-checkout.
Yeah.
From a privacy perspective, what can we expect and what guarantees do we have from you that we're not going to be basically posting HEB customers' faces all over the dark web or wherever nowadays? What kind of security measures are in place to prevent something like that? I mean, like we talked about, I mean, the customers are first.
Yeah.
We want to make sure that they're not exposing themselves to who knows what, getting into a system like this. That's my only concern as of right now.
Okay. Well, the best thing about the security system is that nobody's gonna be able to see it. Okay. So if a customer's not seeing a camera in his face, they're not gonna be worried about what exactly is going on. What we're focused on is security cameras from above. The security cameras are gonna be able to focus and see every single thing that's going on in the self-checkout and in the store. The customers aren't gonna really know that it's there. But of course, their prior concern, their first concern. But if they happen to find out that there's cameras recording them, what we have guaranteed is that their information is not gonna get out. The only people with the access is HEB. We don't even have access to the reports. Only HEB has access to the reports.
Okay. And from I guess working through the issues or hickeys that we might have with the system, how do y'all factor in on helping out with that?
Okay, that's a great question. So when we go to our prices, we have a monthly subscription, and that means that a representative of our company is gonna come by every single month to make sure everything's running properly. We're gonna have people on site that day, making sure that everything is running completely okay. Now, you might be wondering, why would I give your business to you? Like, why Secure Sync? Well, because we've partnered with Ring. Ring is a big company in the security camera industry. We've also partnered with NVIDIA. NVIDIA is the one that's manufacturing our chip. So we work with the big companies and we work with the small companies to work overall and make your business even better than it already is. Now, you might be thinking, okay, I don't lose that much money in theft every year. On average, how many transactions go through your store every day?
Don't get me lying here. Lots.
Yeah, lots. So let's say that around like 100,000 transactions happen throughout your store, with an average of 20 items per transaction. That's $200 million. 200 million transactions. Yes. And then 20% of that is stolen. That's a lot of money. That's where 2016, $48.9 billion of revenue was lost to $143 billion of revenue lost in projected 2025. That's $100 billion of revenue that could be lost in theft from 2016 to 2025. That's a lot of money.
Absolutely.
What we can do is we can make that number go down drastically. And going from your 10,000 transactions a day to it being $100,000 a week, we could save you 15% of that. $15,000 could go into your pocket. Now, when it comes to our pricing, everything costs $2,500. the setup, installation, everything. The key is the monthly subscription. The monthly subscription is what's gonna keep us coming back. And it's gonna keep your system running fresh, smooth, and quick. Everything about it is gonna be about being on point and being on time. Now the great thing about an AI system is that it is constantly refreshing and it's never outdated. This system will be up and running today if you buy the system, actually.
Okay.
And the good thing about it is that the AI system is always constantly refreshing. It'll never make the same mistake twice. So how do you feel?
I think it makes sense, especially trying to reduce how much we are losing to theft. I think it's really important, as well as protecting our customers. I think it's important.
So do you think this $2,500 is worth purchasing today in order to make thousands upon millions of billions of dollars that you saw earlier in prevention?
Makes sense.
Yep. So would you like to buy this product?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.